I'll ask Colby the first question. More so, we're talking a little about Hulk Hogan, but some backstory. Well, Izzy actually knows Colby from college, and
Colby, you're looking a little small, so I just wanted to get you some protein so you can beef up a little bit, keep up. You know, hey.
Is this what the Dagestanians gave you in the hot tub in San Jose? Is that what they gave you? Let me see what this is. Protein. Okay. Is this your sponsor, Luke?
It's my protein candy.
Okay, nice, bro.
I got some.
But Colby, real quick, Hulk Hogan walked you out a year ago. How does it feel to be here in the RAF? You know, I got the call from Noah Schwartz a year ago saying, "Can Hulk walk you out in Tampa?" And he did, and now you're here. So tell us what that meant to you.
Yeah, man, that meant everything, man. That was one of the greatest moments in my UFC career, just having Hulk Hogan backstage, you know, praying for me before the fight and just giving me so many positive words of encouragement. You know, that's a day that will live in my head for the rest of my life. So super grateful to Hulk Hogan. You know, he's the first person that really inspired me to be a great wrestler. You know, Hulkamania was, you know, the greatest movement of all time in any sport. So, you know, it inspired me in my wrestling career and my UFC career, and, you know, he's meant so much to me in my journey to being a martial artist.
Colby, back here, all the way back. Welcome back, man. It's good to see you getting ready for a combat event again. When you found out Luke Rockhold was going to be your opponent, what was your reaction to that? Because that wasn't on my bingo card, and I don't know if that was ever on yours.
I was excited, you know, he's a big name. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a former UFC champion. You know, he used to wrestle with Cain Velasquez, Daniel Cormier, Khabib Nurmagomedov. So he's a great, talented guy. He's a strong guy. He's a bigger guy. You know, he may be bigger. Yeah, he may be stronger, maybe, you know, but he definitely turned, you know, some pop stars in Hollywood into some lesbians.
Power top. What can I say? Not the central bottom type, Kobe. You're going to find out.
I'm not really sure, Luke, how I'm even possibly going to be able to follow that up, but I'll try. I will do my best. What was your reaction when you found out that Colby Covington was going to be your opponent for this event?
I was, you know, this thing popped off on me from the blue, and I was like, it sounds fun, but I want to get the right opponent. I'm not, you know, be realistic. You know, I've been out of the wrestling game for a long time. I played it, so Kobe, a little bit of size advantage. I can, and then stylistically, it's all about styles. I was always a funky wrestler growing up, and I think Kobe's someone I can get behind and get my boots in and sink it deep.
Jeez. Chad and Izzy, is this the weirdest press conference you've been a part of?
You know, we knew that putting this card together, there was a lot of characters, and we're just excited, you know, just excited for the fans to laugh, excited for people to be excited for competition, and I'll say it over and over. We're showcasing the greatest sport in the world, and I'm very honored to have, like Chad said, you know, I grew up wrestling with Colby. We've been friends since we were young, you know, and then I've known Luke for a long time with the rivalry with John Jones and Daniel Cormier, and we've always been buddies. So to put this match together is we knew it was going to get a little wild, and especially with my man Luke and how good looking he thinks he is.
And I also had both of them. You know, we called up Luke and Colby, and both of them didn't even flinch when we asked them to go up against each other. So you know, they're ultimate competitors, and we're grateful for them to be on the stage.
You know, I'm out here. I'm just trying to catch up to Uncle Chael. I feel like every event I do, he's on the board. I got to keep catching up. His glasses might be a little thicker than mine, but I'm coming for you, Chael.
We might put that match together next.
Chael's been asking. He's been wanting to get on the mats, you know, so we'll see.
Colby, what are the chances you give Luke to sink it deep and be able to score some points against you here on the wrestling mats?
You know, I see Chael Sonnen, I see Kurt Angle, but if it wasn't for me and Luke being here, you know, there wouldn't be any stars in the building unless, you know, these guys got hit upside the head.
And Luke, question for you. For all the guys that you've wrestled, where do you put Colby's skill set on the wrestling mats compared to the guys you've gone up against, just from what you've seen on film?
I mean, I've been fighting wrestlers, so Colby straight up wrestling, he's a tough guy. You know, I mean, I don't think he's particularly fast as a lot of the guys I've been to, and he's just tough, and he's gonna be a hard nose, a lot of hand fight, and a lot of grind, and I think it's a good matchup for me. I can get off and get some throws and get to where I want to be in position. I think freestyle's a lot nastier than collegiate style, and I think a lot of the reasons why I didn't wrestle in college is because a lot of the matches I missed were like potentially dangerous calls, and a lot of, I was a funky wrestler, so I just ended up hanging it up just because I didn't get rewarded right. And I think freestyle suits me a lot better. I can get on the neck real tight, and I can rip them apart.
All right, this question's for both of you guys. You guys both obviously fought in the UFC. If you guys could rematch someone you guys fought in the UFC in an RAF event, who would you guys want to face?
I'm just here to save wrestling, you know, like you got some boring entitled bozos in this building that think they should be in the headliner. My name's in history in Madison Square Garden for being the biggest draw there, you know. I'm not out here giving the Sandusky special. Didn't you get beat up by a Dutch kickboxer? I forgot. Remember your cardio, you wore out, you got beat up by a Dutch kickboxer, that's right. Come on, Bo. Come on, bro. You never been, have you ever been a main event? No, you never been a main event. Come on, bro. Hey, how many times did you shower in Happy Valley at the Penn State with Jerry Sandusky? I gotta know. I really gotta know. It's entitled bozos like this that just kill the sport of wrestling. We need stars. We need people that are willing to be vocal and call their shots.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be too easy, bro. You're a bum. Come on, dude. You're a Dutch kick. You got broken by a Dutch kickboxer, man. Come on, dude. No, come on. You're a bum, dude. You're nobody.
What are we
You've never
talking?
been to main event. There's a reason. Come on.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about big money up here, not nobodies. We're talking about Luke Rockhold, first ballot Hall of Famer, not some unproven kid in the corner that's never done anything.
You should make the top 10 before you start talking about a sport that built another sport. Exactly. The reason why wrestling here is on the stage is because of MMA.
Facts.
You've done absolutely nothing in the sport of MMA. You quit.
Absolutely.
You quit before the knee even hit you, Bo. So just
Facts.
Button it up. Button it up.
Look how bad he's getting. He's crying over in the corner.
I won.
Guys, come on.
How many world championships have I won? What have you done on a world stage? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
You're a college bum.
Entitled
Shut
bum.
up.
Guys, move on.
Entitled little bozo.
All right, who's got the next
Hey,
question
you
for
modify
us?
the rule
Guys,
set, and I will
guys,
choke
guys.
you out. Hey,
Go ahead.
no leg locks, chokes. We can modify it. I would love to do a modified rule set.
Bo Nickal is
Modified rule set.
irrelevant.
I will put you to sleep.
All right, who's got the next question?
Move on.
As much as I'd love to see Colby and Bo keep
let's move it
arguing,
on.
obviously you guys are both Trump supporters. So I just wanted to ask, like, how much does it mean to you guys to compete just 30 minutes away from where Jeffrey Epstein used to hang out?
Who the fuck is talking right now?
Luke, you're dressed like a lesbian.
Move on,
Let's
move on,
relax.
move on.
Question for
All right, who's got the real question for these guys?
Colby. We've seen online that Kamaru Usman and Bilal Muhammad have called you out specifically for this format. Any of those guys interest you for a wrestling match?
Yeah, definitely. Marty Fake Newsman's someone that I'm going to want to fight till the day I'm dead. So, you know, I'd love to wrestle Marty. Bilal, you know, would be a fun one. You know, I'm number 2 all time on the takedown list at welterweight in the UFC right now. There's only one person above me. That's GSP. So I think that fight makes a lot of sense. You know, maybe Khabib has had some talks he might want to go over. So there's a lot of good matchups that RAF can provide. I'm just super excited to get on the mat tomorrow night.
If you could compete against anybody, would GSP be your preference, like number 1?
Without a doubt. You know, you look at the history list in the UFC takedowns, I'm number 2, he's number 1. So, you know, he's the only person above me. That's who I want.
Thank you.
Luke Rockhold, what has your camp been like for this match, preparing for this match?
Shaking off the cobwebs, trying to get a little good feel, getting with all these young kids. I came out to Kill Cliff about 2 weeks ago and test myself against some of the best guys out there, and you know, just getting the flow back. So I'm in a good spot. You know, I've danced around to a lot of different striking competitions, but wrestling with my base, I wrestled from 6th grade through high school. So, and then I continue to wrestle like some of the best guys in the world, in Cormier, Khabib, Islam, Kane. and also all these people for so many years. So my skills are there. If I get to my positions, it's going to be a short night.
Nice. And Colby, what did your preparation look like for this match?
My preparation was a lot of bedroom cardio with the South Beach Mamacitas. Going to Mar-a-Lago to have a lot of dinners. I got to wrap this up soon because I got to go have dinner with the president here shortly at Mar-a-Lago. And, just thinking about the future and building up RAF into a global organization to compete with all the mainstream sports.
Colby, Alec from Home of Fight here. You're a UFC welterweight. Lucas had fights at light heavyweight in the UFC. How much of a factor do you think the size difference will play in this matchup?
It definitely plays a little bit of a factor. He's a bigger guy, he's stronger, but I'm nastier. And tomorrow night, I'm going to show how nasty I am. I'm going to show why they call me the King of Miami. I'm going to show why I'm America's champ and the reflection of perfection, baby.
And one last one from me. Dagestani wrestling versus American wrestling. Who's the best in the world?
That's a great conversation. Everybody always wants to know. I think the Russians have really held a strangle grip on being the best wrestling country in the world for so long, but Americans are closing the gap. We're getting better technology, better training, and, I think the Americans are the best today.
Great. Let's get these face-offs started, guys. Thank you.